The way Strayer sees it, moving through any environment, engages three main networks in brain. First, there is executive network, which includes the intellectual, task-force, prefrontal cortex, and does most of that stimulus and behavioral inhibition. There is a spatial network. So these spatial networks orients us and does what it sounds like. So this is used for orientation. And there is a default network. So this default network which kicks in when the executive network flags. They are yin and yang, oil and water, working only in opposition. You can only engage one or the other at any point in time. Now let us discuss about default network. The default network is our free-ranging, daydreaming, goal-setting, mind-wandering white noise that James so basically default network is daydreaming, goal-setting, mind-wandering, and it is considered as a white noise, but it is also charismatic, elusive flower, child of the brain. That means it is like undisciplined network. So there is much discussion these days about whether the default network is profligate, undisciplined, and troublemaking, or the very stuff that poetry and human nature is made of. When people are overly ruminative, depressed, self involved, and self critical, when people are overly ruminative, depressed, self involved, and self critical, the default network is blamed by the psychologist. So, default network is considered for the self involvement or self critical. So, these were networks in brain. Now, let us discuss about soil. The soil is also good for healing. It is an antiviral, and geosmin is for good is good for cancer. Geosmin, I learned, causes the funky great smell of earth after a rain. So after first rain, soil has a smell. So geosmin is smell uh, of earth after rain. Now let us discuss about sounds of nature. To the extent that nature sounds are soothing to most humans, three in particular stand out. So there are three important sounds of nature. First is wind sound, second is water sound, and third is bird sound. So these are predominant sounds in nature. They are the trifecta of salibris listening. That means trifecta means there are three important sounds of cerebrus listening means cerebrum in brain listens, that means it is affected by it. Favorite music and voices of loved ones are perhaps the happiest of all, engaging almost every part of the brain, according to neuroscientist and musician Daniel Levitin in his book This Is Your Brain on Music. So basically, cerebrus listening means cerebrum is affected by these three sounds.